He's gotta say the N-word.
Danya can actually say the N-word.
You didn't censor the one time I did say the N-word on the podcast.
Well, you're black.
That's the intro right there.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Squadcast podcast. We actually had enough money to bring on a special guest this time. We had about like $350,
right,
so we were
let's grab a special round of applause for our guest, Ryan McGee from Super Mega.
I like Japanese people.
That clipped the mic, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt to listen to.
Alright, you guys want to introduce yourselves again for the fourth time?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I mean, it's probably new people.
No introductions needed.
Except for...
What if somebody's just jumping in?
Right.
I have transcended.
I'm transcending.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Lane. If you don't know me, now you know.
You've heard stories before about him.
Yeah. I
Infamous
talked about him like twice.
Talk so much shit about Lane.
God,
what an asshole.
On the secret 5th episode of the podcast.
Secret fifth?
Or
Episode
podcast -1.
The pilot episode.
The pilot.
I guess
Yeah, the show got canceled after that one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
NBC didn't want to pick us up, so YouTube we become.
Well, no, SoundCloud just picked us up.
Yeah, we have a SoundCloud now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Check us out on SoundCloud. Shameless plug.
as the day we're recording this, episode 1 to 3 are up, but this one should be up as soon as it's done. So it should be up on YouTube and SoundCloud at the same time.
My finger hurt.
Alright, so Lane was saying he wants to go on the podcast because he has to talk. We want to talk about. So why don't you get started, Lane?
Okay, so
There was a forced payment out of this agreement.
We gave him a quesarito.
yes,
We're indentured.
I
we're
have
okay
a
with that.
quesarito.
We're now sponsored by Taco Bell.
Taco
I wish
Bell.
you were.
We had a whole segment.
Sponsored by
Alright,
Click
I'm
and
gonna talk about
Bell.
last segment. We had a whole segment last time
Hot
about
Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Oh, I remember that.
So
It's almost like I was
Speaking
there.
of which, you have Hot Pockets?
Probably.
Let Lane speak.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is our special guest Lane. Wouldn't say stuff.
okay, so this topic is
I
like
really
interested
want a
me.
Hot Pocket.
Cheers. Please.
Ham and cheddar.
Your bag is stuck in the door.
Where?
No,
Not
leave
the
it, leave
Anime
it.
Expo
No,
bag.
leave it. Aw, my brother was
Just
the
put-
anime.
Dylan said he masturbated his bag.
I was joking, but
That's why it's so
The toilet
crusty.
paper's still there.
my brother gave me that from he went to Anime Expo in California recently.
Nerd.
Wow.
This is the second time.
Alright, what was the topic you wanted to discuss?
Okay, so this topic interests me a lot, and it's just recent. Like I don't know, I've seen it firsthand. Like, okay, so recently, I reconnected with a bunch of old friends on another Discord server, or just a Discord server,
Sponsored by Discord.
sponsored by Discord. Yep, Nitro.
Okay,
All right, so
Dylan. It's falling.
They're on the tape.
I'll look at 4 tape. We made a
it's
sound.
fine. We'll just echo.
Our sound curtain has
The
fallen.
echo honestly wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Oh, screw it.
Alright, so what about Discord?
Okay, so through joining that Discord and reconnecting with old friends, they introduced me to more people, and then those people introduced me to more people. And I've fallen upon the whole culture of like e-boys and e-girls,
Oh no.
which is like I wasn't familiar with before, last weekend. And stumbling upon like this small internet culture where it's just girls who seek attention on the internet and guys who are predators on these same girls. It's kind of like, it's weird, but at the same time it's like you have to take a part in it. You know what I'm saying?
No. Wait, what? You have-
No,
Take a-
that's not what I
take
mean.
a
Like,
part of it?
like
You have to be an
you
e-boy.
see
I'm
this.
gonna
You
take-
see this
you're
pool
required by
of
law.
culture that you
Yeah.
like. It's kind of like you want to dip your toes in it and test it out and be like, this is cool, this is new,
Dip my toes
but it's
in there.
also weird.
How
you
can
know
I
what I'm
manipulate these girls looking for attention?
saying? It's not like
We're not bad people, we swear.
Are you an e-boy, Lane?
maybe no, but like
This episode's sponsored by e-boy.
this said like culture. It was scary to me at first because like you see like this culmination of tons of different people who all go to Discord for the same thing.
Minecraft.
Nudes. And Minecraft. Yeah, it's
Minecraft
literally-
nudes.
So
this
The
like
girlfriend
through
lie.
meeting these people I've never heard of before, constantly spam chats just send nudes, and it's like
Y'all horny.
I
Yeah,
bitch, maybe I will.
it's like
You asked the wrong.
it's weird because like these
6:15.
girls on these servers, they're on these servers because they can't get any in real life.
Are y'all okay?
Oh, I gotta make a timestamp since Dylan doesn't want to do it.
Did you? Who said another slur?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Maybe I will.
I didn't hear you say it.
Oh, I did. I said it on purpose. It was like a 3-second thing.
Hey guys, I'll make some jambalaya if anybody wants any.
Alright.
And there's some drinks too.
Okay.
Perfect.
Everything okay here?
Oh yeah, that's for the echo. Don't worry about it.
Just making sure.
And that was special
I
guest.
think I want to leave that in.
Yeah, I do want to leave that in.
Dylan's mom and jambalaya. She's
Special, sponsored by Jambalaya.
Sponsored by my mom.
Squadcast number
And
4
Jamama.
featuring
Jamama.
jambalaya.
Featuring my featuring my
Spencer.
mom.
Featuring Dylan.
Let's get on the podcast.
Come say a few words about e-boy
God, I
culture.
just want to get on the podcast one day. That'd be funny. Like for 5 minutes.
I have a bunch of baby pictures of Dylan. Mom, please.
I want to get my dad on the podcast, but I don't want to get political.
We'll get my dad to come all the way
my
to
dad.
Chicago.
So,
to get on the podcast.
continuing like on this culture I've seen, recently there was a murder that happened.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Where-
Rick Bianca.
Yeah, where there was this e-girl who was on these servers, and I knew people that were friends with her. Like the people that I reconnected with, they knew her
Oh, that hurts.
through like that community, that
Ouchie.
culture. And basically, what happened was there was an e-boy and an e-girl, and this
Cannot make
e-girl
it
would
any more
DM.
obvious.
This e-girl would DM all these guys off these servers, and she would connect with so many different people because that's how the culture is people just constantly talking and talking and talking, and none of it means anything. But she was talking to this one dude, and I guess she like played with his emotions, or this dude was just emotionally unstable.
That's what I heard.
And what happened was she went to a concert with a guy she met on the server, but the first guy she was talking to became jealous because she didn't go to the concert with him.
Yeah.
And because of that jealousy, he tracked her down and killed her like very
Yeah,
brutally,
like severed her head and posted it on Instagram.
all over the internet.
I haven't seen it, but that's
And then
hard.
when this happened, I saw firsthand like all these servers, they just collapsed. Like all the people that participated in this culture, they became scared for their lives. Like,
There's a couple of people on Twitter that I've seen who are like really telling people, like giving people advice on how to not become a victim like that, like turning off all your location and shit and stuff like that. And that's
Don't
gotta
be
be
an
scary
e-girl.
for internet personalities that like even like artists, because I've seen like there's a lot of stories of just internet personalities and
like being predators.
Yeah, there was a story of Meg Turney and Gavin Free from Rooster Teeth who were dating, and they live in a house together. And then Megan Turney does like photo shoots where she's got her tits out, but not like nude. But
Oh hell yeah!
so there was a mentally unstable dude who like broke into their house with a gun. They had to hide under the bed. It was like a big thing, and they live in like Texas, and like actually good part of Texas, Austin, Texas. So like, they got money, they got security, but this dude like broke in, and it was a whole like debacle. That's scary.
It was just interesting to me because we use Discord all the time to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And we haven't, I haven't noticed anybody else like step outside of the boundary of our server to explore the rest of Discord.
When I see
Oh, you
Discord,
should see on the server
I
part
think of just like kind of like TeamSpeak, where you just talk to people you know. I never thought of it as a branch to meet other new people.
Yeah.
But when I was introduced to that and saw everything happen, like pan out that way, how like I coincidentally joined this chat room or like where people from all over the world talk to each other, and then the same week, like it turns serious
Something
and
like-
dangerous.
Yeah.
This
Like,
unknown culture just starts becoming relevant because of a murder as soon as you get into it. You're like,
Exactly.
I think I
Kind of
did
like
myself.
you're like
Ah.
rethinking your
Did I come at a
choices.
bad
It's
time?
kinda-
Yeah, like
I mean, I could leave. I'll come back
Yeah.
next week.
It's kind of like when you hear about like someone being murdered over like CS:GO or something. It's like that really happens. Like that's terrifying. Like there's
that dude who
The guy that got killed.
he
for
got
listening to rap
swatted.
music.
He didn't get swatted. He
Yeah.
got swatted.
Yeah,
They
the
killed
dude
him.
who got
the cops killed him.
there's another story of this dude who was a streamer, and he wasn't in the house at the time, but somebody had swatted his house and like they killed their family.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was him, but the guy that
this might have been
swatted
another story.
But the
guy that
police is
swatted
a whole
him,
different
like,
issue.
oh, yeah.
That is
fucking-
true.
This is just crazy, jealous internet
Yeah,
freaks.
there was another story of this dude who played
Belligerent
CS:GO
police.
and like was being kind of toxic on this while playing the game. And this dude found out where he lived and found out like there was in like Europe and it was in the UK and Germany, and so they weren't that far away. So the dude tracked him down and like, stabbed him to death over CS:GO over something
Yikes.
so trivial.
And like
This is
another
what it
thing
was.
about this whole community that I found myself in is like there are young people. Like you think we're young, there are people that are like 13 and 14 and 15 in those servers, and there are guys on that server who will spam them with sentai, like literally sentai
Y'all
pics.
kids. Calm
Yeah.
down.
You are
It's-
9. You
It's
know what I was
crazy.
doing when I was 9?
Meth.
I said math, okay. I said math, he said math. Let's get that straight. But this is the story I was talking about. The dude, he swatted this streamer and he got shot, and the dude who swatted him got 20 years in prison. Speaking of getting 20 years in prison, y'all see these bitches who was licking ice cream got up to
Yes.
20 years in
Good.
prison?
She deserves
Good.
that.
Good.
It's a felony.
That's an
tamper
actual
with
like
consumer products.
disease.
You can like get some,
spread
yeah,
like
you can
that.
get somebody like
Yeah, that's
a
how
fucking
disease-
fatal disease.
It's bad enough that people with like weak immune systems can't get freaking vaccinations to protect them against stuff. Now there's people licking their ice cream, dog.
There was also another video of a guy spitting in a giant tub of Arizona iced tea.
I saw that.
He's just like, hey, watch this, and he just unscrewed and just.
There was one where they chugged mouthwash and then spit
Yeah.
the mouthwash
Oh,
back
so
into the
gross.
think about that.
Uh,
Mm.
But like
You should probably know if somebody opened it. If you try to open it, you're like, wait a minute, this isn't
Yeah, it's
as
not
tight as
sealed.
usual.
It's not
there's
sealed.
like actual cases of the same thing happening in the past where people
Tamper with
do
products.
that, and then so many people, I forgot what it's called, but like when people
Like vandalism.
spread it, no, not vandalism, but like they I don't want to say infect, but like
Contaminate.
they contaminate products, food products, and then people go and buy those products and they get like deathly
Yeah,
ill. Like it's
well,
happened
because
before.
it was a serious problem like in the 80s and 90s with it was either Aleve or Tylenol. People were opening that's why they had like the childproof seals and shit, and like the actual seals, because people were putting like cyanide and shit in it, and they
Oh
were
my
taking them and
God.
getting, it was Tylenol. They were getting really sick, so they're like, okay, we gotta put like a tamper.
Really sick, it's cyanide. They die.
The
You
people
don't
did
just
die.
get sick,
Yeah.
you just die.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, we taking
It sneezed for a
Tylenol.
couple of
days.
days.
Poison can expire.
Was
And
it?
also, it
That's true.
depends on the potent of it.
Yeah, the
And
potent.
then it's safe to
I
drink.
mean, that all kind of relates with like
It's
the.
just 2 microdoses of cyanide.
Micro.
And that all kind of relates to people putting like anthrax in people's mailboxes.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing. That's scary. Chase has his base now.
This
That's not
Chance.
Chase.
Get the hell out.
Chance has his base now. Your names are too similar.
It's an E flat. Didn't work.
And I was scared that was gonna happen because when I saw her lick the ice cream, I was like, oh god, no.
Not
And then I saw somebody
Ah.
else do it. I was like, well,
Have
now
fun.
everyone else is gonna do it.
Don't clip them.
Don't fucking vape.
We're about to reach the 16-minute mark. so
Don't
everybody-
fucking
Oh, shit.
vape on the microphone.
Yeah, Chance
Alright.
did vape on the microphone one
What
point.
y'all want to talk about?
Let's talk about
Penis.
music since we got a bass here. We got the music expert Lane.
We talked about music in the first one.
We did, but I remember now.
But
when I
I'm here now.
There's
So
a lot of
I
music.
know, and now
I
when
can gatekeep anyone.
The musical
Lane
expert.
brought some vinyls with us.
I did.
With him.
Yeah, we got
Welcome
GTA
GTA 5.
Kids Bop
Snapchat.
13 on vinyl.
My favorite.
Now that's what I call music
That's
37.
another personal favorite.
that
oldest
one
kid-
music disc from Minecraft.
The
Cat.
free,
That's
the,
actually good.
Yes,
the
I've
free
seen them
Burger
on,
King CDs you
I've
got
actually
from kids.
listened. No joke. I've listened to Stall for 3.5 hours today.
Damn.
The music disc Stall.
They actually sell the soundtrack on vinyl.
Oh,
Not
on vinyl.
They sell like it's like all the background music and Cat and 13.
It's actually such a good
Discord
ambient
noise.
album.
I like Cat.
The Minecraft soundtrack is
Cat.
actually one of the best ambient albums I've ever heard.
Chase,
Chase?
Chase is asleep.
No, he sent me a Discord message.
The fuck are you talking
Not
about?
not you. That was Cullen. Never mind.
Fucking
Yeah,
retarded.
Cullen Chase.
Y'all
One's
change
here,
your
one's
name.
not.
Y'all change your username so much.
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dylan does heroin.
I'm telling Cullen to go fuck himself.
Dylan does heroin.
I wish.
No, you don't.
Dylan does heroin.
Alright, so what were you asking?
We're about the music.
Talk about music, Lane.
I fuck
You're
the
the
music.
You're the
I need you to
music
talk
guy.
about. I need to talk about music for the next 45 minutes, right?
First of all, I didn't watch the first podcast, so I
So
don't
you don't
know
know
what you guys talked about.
Okay, so if it involves
concerning
car
music.
seat
Car seat
headrest,
headrest.
you're good.
A lot.
Okay. Did y'all talk about, I don't know, your like favorite albums.
Yeah,
That's what I go by. I go by albums.
Yeah, we went.
Let's
talk
just do
about-
generic
we could
music
reiterate
topics.
because people
We'll-
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck the music with my serpent tongue.
I will say some new music that I've been listening to is I think I might have talked about this in the first podcast actually. Kill Bill the rapper is really good.
He's
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
very underrated rapper.
Oh, what I've been listening to recently, I think new since the first podcast is Pup. You ever heard of Pup?
Nope. Pup.
Oh, you'd love Pup.
Pup is this. You've listened to Pup before. I played it in my
They're
car.
pretty cute.
Pup.
I like Pup.
I love Pup.
Pup is like a not like a hardcore band, but like just a punk band. Really, it's a post-punk, pop punk. But a lot of their songs are about like being a kid and going through dumb shit while being a kid, and it's just a lot of it's really explosive. You know, it's pretty
From
good.
Cullen.
Pup and artists.
It's a Jonas to Dylan.
Mm-hmm. You did.
I think I've heard.
They have this one song called DVP, where it has one of the most like explosive guitar riffs I've ever heard, and the lyrics are so good because he's like talking about things that he went through as a kid, but it's all metaphorical.
Yeah.
And like he talks about red fruit Hawaiian punch, like red fruit punch, and he talks about I don't remember the Don Valley Parkway, about how he's like speeding away from somebody in the parkway.
Yeah.
It's just a good song.
There's another song I really like from the newest album. The song's called Scorpion Hill. I just love the beginning part.
You know what's a really
That's
good
actually my
song?
least favorite
Fucking
song.
You don't like Scorpion? You don't
I
like
like that, but it's not my favorite.
Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Pumpkin Hill? I know
Ain't
exactly what
gonna
you're
let
talking
it
about.
get to me. I'm just gonna creep. I don't know.
I love that song.
You know what?
You know the Buck Bumble theme?
Mm-mm.
It's so funny.
I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to this, but one of my childhood favorite songs that just like floods me with nostalgia is just that one song, "Handlebars" by Flowbots.
Oh, Flowbots, absolutely.
It's
I
like
fucking love that song.
the lyrics are so genius on that song,
Yeah.
and
I
it's
don't think I've heard that one.
Oh,
You probably have.
I
Yo,
can
you
ride my
definitely
bike
have.
with no
Handlebars.
handlebars.
No handlebars.
Oh, come on, you're the
It
black
is-
one.
I feel like it sounds like. Very
It starts
familiar.
off as this dumb song that
Because everything's supposed to be an oxymoron. Like, I can see your face through the telephone, or like, and then it
I
gets.
can tie a knot in a cherry stem.
Yeah, it's like
I can
just
tell you how
I'm
to
cool.
accent.
I can do this stuff.
I know
but
all
then
the
it,
words to de colonies,
and I'm proud to be an American. Yeah, it's just general shit. But then it starts getting to fucking.
It's so intense.
yeah, it
and
starts getting, like,
politically charged towards the end.
Try singing that song on fucking Rock Band at 3 in the morning.
We did. I played with
You just
yeah,
like,
we
just like.
like I can fucking. How does the last part go?
It starts off real small about how the song is about like
Enjoying.
It's about enjoying life, but also how small achievements build you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get to
like
places.
seeing a platypus.
I can end
Yeah.
a planet in a Holocaust.
Like he goes from I saw a platypus with my friends to I'm going to end the world in a
Yeah,
Holocaust.
I can hit a target through a telescope. I can split the atom of a molecule.
I
you
can
know?
hit a missile using satellite or something
Right.
like that.
Got a missile.
It's just a really emotional,
it goes
intense
from, like-
song, and it's politically charged. Too.
Absolutely. I can take apart a remote control and I can almost put it back together.
Yeah.
That's a good song. One song that gets me really nostalgic.
It's that one song from Curious George, the one from the movie.
I've never seen.
I've never seen
Me
it.
neither.
Never
Yeah.
sing.
What?
Fuck you guys. You guys are uncultured.
Okay,
Well,
so-
I'm sorry.
I used to have this SpongeBob DVD, and it was I must have been 6. And when my mom used to work at this bank she worked, or this loan place she worked at, me and my twin brother would sit in the back room. All we had was a DVD player and like a fucking CCV or whatever.
I had a SpongeBob TV.
And we watched it on a DVD player, and they had the soundtrack with like I don't even think the songs were in SpongeBob, but they were made like using the voice actors and shit. And they got the song like "Under My Rock" was by Patrick singing, and they got this fucking robot versus fucking
Dude,
The
I used to
Caveman.
have so many just old CDs. Like I had a SpongeBob soundtrack
Yeah.
CD, and I had like High School Musical CDs, and I had a small radio set. I would just sit in the back room of my house and just. I remember I would play like "It's the Best Day."
Yeah, Best
I
Day
would
Ever.
play that song and just run it over my couch over and over again. Like I was hyped up on like Mountain Dew or something.
best day ever, man.
I have
It's a
more
classic.
CDs now than I did when I was like 10.
I mean, yeah, me too. But
I mean, it's still like 2 CDs, but
I don't own jack shit. CDs.
both of them are video game soundtracks.
I mean, when I was little, I would listen to Iron Maiden and shit because of my dad.
Oh, really?
if you like music, buy physical versions of the music
Yeah.
you like.
please.
It doesn't matter if it comes on CD. It doesn't matter if you bought it streaming. It doesn't matter if it's on vinyl.
8-track.
You have to buy. If you enjoy the album, buy it because all it does is help the economy. It helps the musicians you like to keep making music, and it helps the musical industry to keep making music.
That's why we're putting this episode on vinyl.
It's only on vinyl.
$39.99
If you have this, you're
on my
lucky.
Bandcamp.
It's on 4 records.
You gotta flip it every 5 minutes.
It's like a cube.
I just punched myself in the face.
It's just
Did you
the
just
bonus
type in-
track. Every
Jeez.
time we have to censor out the
Oh,
N-word.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
The bonus track is just every time we have to censor out the N-word. All the different words.
No, it's just every time we said the N-word. Like, literally.
If you buy the deluxe version, we have it uncensored, all the N-words, stockpiled into one track.
If you buy the super deluxe version, it's just an hour of clipping the mic. Stop! But y'all mentioned SpongeBob and DVDs and stuff like, and I was thinking, what's some really nostalgic movies? I think for me,
G-Force.
The Goonies.
The Goonies. I never watched the Goonies.
I've only seen it like
G-Force.
Yes!
G-Force?
I don't remember a
It's
single
bad.
thing from that movie.
No, they're all bad. That's the whole point.
Have you-
What was the other one?
No!
Oh, the skeleton fell.
It took 20 minutes. I taped the skeleton up to the ceiling and I was waiting
Wait,
for it to fall.
Was G-Force the hamster one or the dog one?
That was the hamster.
Hamster.
I'm thinking of Bolt. Fucking
Bolt?
Bolt.
Was
That's
that
what I was
really
good?
thinking.
I'm talking about Airbud.
Fuck earbud.
I remember it was doo-doo.
My favorite movie from a kid is the movie 9.
No, I've never
You ever
seen
seen
it.
that?
Oh, you told me about
Love
I-
that movie. I
I-
have that on CD still.
I remember
you told me
seeing
about
it.
that movie. I never got around to watching
I remember
It
when
is
that movie
so
came
good.
out.
I used to terrify the shit out of me, but then I loved it, so I watched it so many times.
I
Yeah.
saw the trailer for that movie when I was like 7, but it came out 2009.
We need
right?
to watch it.
Yeah.
I was
We need to
7. I
watch
was
it.
turning 8 years old. I remember. The trailer came out on YouTube, and I would just rewatch it because it had this one drum roll in it, and I was like, "Oh my god, the drums are so good."
Okay, you want to know what's nostalgic for me? As Piss, fucking Flipnote Hatena, bro. All
Yes.
the Flipnotes.
Dude.
Flipnote?
Flipnote Hatena.
I think I have that
on
on.
DSi.
I think I have that on
Yes,
3DS.
yes,
It was like
Yeah.
an art studio.
Yeah, I know.
That was like pre-YouTube for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I wasn't allowed to use YouTube.
Actually,
Yeah.
I would say it's pre-YouTube for me, but I watched YouTube before that.
Oh, I did too. I wasn't allowed to.
The thing about that movie 9
Yes.
is that
Movie's so great.
I had to convince my mom to give me that movie because it was PG-13 and I was 8 years old at the time. So
They
it took-
say "damn" in there quite a few times, young man.
dude, that movie is actually
It looks
so
good.
good. Like, I remember taking it out of the case, and my mom used to have the car with the TV behind it.
Oh
You
god.
sneezed and then coughed.
What?
The car with the TVs in the back of the
Oh, yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Never
I would
had
watch that movie on repeat anytime I got in the car. That movie.
You know
so
what movies
good.
were great?
Fucking
The,
Paul with Seth Rogen about the
the-
alien.
been
Oh
wanting
my
to watch
god,
that.
yeah.
I've been wanting to rewatch it since
what
the
the
Area
fuck was it
51
called?
movie.
I remember.
Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yes.
I just watched that movie.
Never.
I had the game.
Never
for that.
liked it.
I think I might have too.
I never
Dude,
liked
the
it.
game was fun.
When I used to go to art school when I was younger, I was obsessed with the books, and they had like this one like encyclopedia of all the monsters in there.
Yeah.
So I would
Oh, yeah.
take the book and draw all the monsters from it.
I never seen it, but I remember I used to have this toy, and it was like a little eyepiece where you could see monsters with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I've never
Burger
seen
King.
it. Burger King, yeah.
Yes,
Burger
and
King.
so
Okay,
I-
so you two like art, so you fucking have to like Coraline, like by law.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
love it.
Coraline.
I
is one of
I
my
haven't
favorite
seen it in
movies.
so long,
I
but
like
it's
the
like
art
it's
style.
a masterpiece.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it, but I like.
Incredible
I never.
masterpiece.
I've
we need
never
more
seen it,
stop
but like.
motion movies.
Yes, I like stop motion. Like I always wanted to watch Kubo and the 3 Strings.
Never heard of
And
it.
there's
I have.
There's
Is
this
it good?
There's this dude I saw on
Never watched
Twitter.
it.
Oh my god, his art is so cool because he does stop motion animation, but his 2D art also looks like stop motion, like that
That's cool.
style. It's so cool. I'm gonna try and find him, but yeah, Spiderwick Chronicles. I remember I would watch it all the time, and
There was
I played the
another
game.
one. There was another movie like Spiderwick Chronicles. I can't think of what it was.
Narnia.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Narnia.
Narnia was what I was
The
thinking. but
first
it's not
Narnia
Always
movie,
fucking
like,
hated Narnia.
I never liked
As
it.
a kid,
never seen it.
I watched the end battle of that movie on repeat.
I was
The whole
always-
movie was like, I don't give a fuck about this movie. I want to see the end battle because it was so goddamn good.
Like I was never into action when I was a kid. Like like Power Rangers. I never
Oh
could
yeah,
get
I
into it.
hated Power Rangers.
I fucking love Power Rangers.
I like
Wait, hold on. Speaking of Coraline, everybody.
top-
The top thing is about. Okay, never mind. Everyone, calm down. A live action Coraline film probably isn't happening.
No, I just saw a trailer. I'm
I'm
like,
actually okay
people-
with that because
I'm okay with that, but
All
the
these
thing
live
about
action remakes are.
Aladdin was garbage. I
Yeah.
don't care what you say.
The
The
Lion
first
King
30
looks
minutes
like
of that
garbage.
movie made me want to die.
I want to see the
Yeah.
new Lion King because of Donald Glover.
But the
alone.
thing about The
Yeah.
Lion King
And
is I
Eric
already
Andre.
listened to the soundtrack to that movie,
That's like
Eric Idle's the new Lion
and it
King.
was
Yeah.
actually really bad because the
Oh, no.
producer
Oh.
for the soundtrack, apparently they didn't match the right keys.
Oh,
for
I
the
saw
original
that.
soundtrack.
The key was fucked up.
Yeah, so it sounds like you know that one YouTube video is like Smash Mouth singing in All Star,
But
but
it's
it's
all
like
in
all
C.
pitch shifted. That's what it sounded like.
Oh god.
So it was just bad. And I've seen clips of The Lion King where like the animals are so emotionless just because it's CGI.
That's the
Keegan-Michael
biggest
Key.
problem.
Yep.
The
Come
biggest
on.
Eric
problem. Disney,
Andre
what are y'all
shit.
doing?
Problem is,
And then they're making a
cast-
Mulan one, which is like
I wish like
saw
I
that.
wouldn't even go to see the movie. I would just go to listen to it and hear the actors.
Mhm.
you just walk
'Cause
past
the
it
cast
in the
is
theater.
so-
I saw this on Twitter and I was very confused. You just brought up
Mulan.
Mulan. People were really mad that it wasn't all
It
what-
didn't have. It wasn't like the original.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what country it takes place in,
What?
but it wasn't that
China?
ethnicity.
America.
But they're making a child's cartoon similar to Dora, very eerily
They're
similar.
making
to
a
Dora.
live action Dora.
That's true.
Also,
It's coming
yeah.
out in August.
But they're making
Whack.
it's like for Inuit people, not Inuit, fucking
Eskimos.
yeah, it's
You're
Eskimos,
supposed to call
but
them
it's the
Inuit.
politically correct.
I don't know.
Inuit is the politically correct.
Yeah,
Eskimo literally means
Oh.
raw meat eater.
It's fucking-
Eskimo.
Like, I'm not joking.
No,
If
I have
you've
to-
eaten
I got
sushi,
an
you
argument
are
on
a
Twitter.
Inuit.
I have to pull it up. I got an argument on Twitter
No,
about
you're
it.
making Inuit into
Yeah,
Eskimo.
you're a raw meat eater. You're
Well, the
you're
story
not- you're
is-
not-
All right.
Don't
they're
be a raw
called-
meat eater.
Let's clarify.
Yeah.
They're politically correct. term is
Indigenous
in-
people.
Indigenous.
That's what it was.
That's a broad term.
The
But it
politically
was-
correct term is Inuit. Eskimo is slang for the Inuit because it means raw meat eater.
Okay,
they can't cook their food
but
'cause it's
the
cold.
show is like it's an Alaskan Dora, and
They
people
got
were
fired.
like, "Finally, we needed this." Like, why? All 12 fucking people in Alaska needed a Dora? You can't, Jesus Christ!
All
like-
the people in Alaska are white people.
exactly.
On business.
Like-
just there for business.
No one lives
Like
there.
they're
Oil.
basically just Canadians that don't like the eaters. Like I don't know.
Canadians, but
They
they're
don't want to be
They're
associated
just
with
rude
Drake.
Canadians.
Canadians who want to be American.
I watched the episode of Fuck That's Delicious with Action Bronson where
Yeah.
he went to Alaska.
To Eskimo.
They all sounded like Canadian.
Dude, I watched Fuck That's
Introverted
Delicious with
American.
Colin.
I can see
McDowell.
Russia from my back door.
They're just rude Canadians. That's why they're
What
American.
do you guys
Yeah,
think
really.
about the Area 51 shit?
Oh god, that's
It
so-
got
I
annoying
think it's-
fast.
Like the first meme I saw was
Yeah.
okay, but then I'm like, that's kind of dumb.
The
But then
thing
it-
about the Area 51 meme for me is that, yeah, it's funny, it's a joke, but I want it to happen.
Me too.
Like,
Because it's
I
like-
heard
I'm very
it's not,
curious.
it's not about
Yeah,
us
I'm
storming
curious.
it or finding aliens. It's like, why is the government so top secret about
Well, you know what?
Area 51?
Like you do know what they're doing. Like the most recent like spy planes that we have. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
that's
just
what
making, they're just
it's
making
for the
spy
military.
planes.
And
It's
it's
Like
literally
we've
just a-
seen what's been produced there.
It's an Air Force like training
Training,
facility.
Yeah,
but the
but-
thing, like, that
It's also
people,
really-
people, like, there's so many people in on this meme, but what they don't understand is millions of Americans can do anything to, like, if you want to fuck the
Topple the government,
the
yeah.
ICE immigration shit. If you get a fucking 500,000 people
Uh-huh.
to do it, they can't
I would-
stop us
I
all.
would
There
like
was
to-
actually a guy last week,
I'm going
a
in.
65-year-old guy who went to ICE detention center and he tried to bomb it.
Mhm.
And he
Oh.
brought guns and he tried to blow up the ICE
Yeah.
to let them escape, but he
Right.
got shot.
Oh God.
See, but
And
if
he
you
left
get-
a note like he said like I'm Antifa, like this
This is
concentration
yeah.
It's a
camp.
concentration
I'll be
camp.
back.
People
Here's
aren't
the,
understanding
here's the thing
that.
about the Area 51 thing. There's one reason why I don't want it to happen is because it's expensive for the government. Like I read about it. If all 1.2 million people that have signed up, which will go, which I don't think that's true.
No,
It's probably
7
going to be
people.
around maybe like
They're gonna die.
50,000.
It's gonna be like a fucking
at
TwitchCon meetup. You know?
Yeah, it's not gonna be that much. But if theoretically, if all people go, then best case scenario, it's gonna cost the government like $5.1 billion.
Fuck the
Worst
government.
case scenario, it's gonna cost them like $2,845 billion.
Holy shit.
Which is crazy. That's
But,
because they have to arrest everybody, which
Yeah.
they get more money because they have to pay a
And
fine.
the people they fucking kill.
But prison, like if they all get sent to prison because they pay so much for prisoners, it's actually like gonna cost them so much.
So
if everyone
assuming
gets arrested.
like bare minimum at least 5,000 people go. You know how hard it is to stop 5,000 people for anything at all
Not in a firing
in
squad.
containment?
you know,
Oh God.
I would
We'll use
say
the bodies as
I would
shields.
agree with you if it wasn't like a flat desert.
There's
They
also
can spot
probably
you from miles away.
I can't think of a prison that would be around Area 51. You know, like especially if that many people go, that
mean, they're
prison's gonna
going
be
with the
overfilled.
aliens.
Like the
Oh,
jails would
yes.
be filled with people if they did manage to arrest all of
They're
them.
going with the aliens, man.
They detain them in there. Put them in their SCP Foundation.
That's
So
where
where did the original like Area 51 has alien shit come from?
Oh no, that was because Roswell and
Was it because Roswell?
Well, it's because all of the alien sightings back in the 50s and 60s were around Nevada and
And they were like, why?
Because all these crazy people lived out in the middle of the desert and they
Okay.
apparently saw all these things they just associated with this giant military.
yeah.
It would
bases
make
in the middle
it's
of
an
nowhere.
Air Force training facility, so
Yeah.
the shit they saw flying in the air was American government
it was-
property.
Did you?
Calm
You know, people are gonna like have conspiracy theories
Dude,
regardless.
conspiracies
of,
are like
Yeah.
actually so dumb. I was reading.
I hate conspiracy theories.
I watched a couple of videos on like literally how to completely disprove the Battle of Los Angeles, the Roswell incident, and even the Bermuda Triangle thing. Roswell, it's literally just a weather balloon. The
Yeah.
Battle of Los Angeles, it was like because it was near World War II times. It was after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. They were like this area is like a no-fly zone, and so that no one would no commercial planes would fly over and then get shot down.
Right.
Well, they had a bunch of like scared World War II soldiers who were, well, I guess were in American soil, but scared like I'm not sure if it was World War II soldiers, but like Coast Guard or whatever, like lined up with like anti-air vehicles on the coast, and some dickhead was like, I'm gonna fly around at night, and so all these people like. They didn't hesitate and just shot it down like crazy, and they didn't want to explain it because they're like, we just shot down like a commercial plane.
Oh,
An
okay.
American citizen on
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
American citizen. They weren't supposed to be flying over,
Yeah,
but that's what happened.
The American government
and
was like,
then
we made a
people were
mistake.
like, oh my
and
god,
murdered
it's aliens.
innocent
But
man.
literally like 5 years after, they released like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
So it's kind of like what happened.
But
Fucking,
people didn't pay attention.
what happened? It was fucking. I think it was.
I was gonna burst.
Was it Vietnam? It was. It was Vietnam when like we were fucking. I failed history. You're gonna have to excuse me. But it was that incident where they were like, "Don't come near here, or we're gonna shoot you."
Mhm.
And then America went around just to fuck with them. And as soon as they landed fire, they're like, "Okay, we're gonna fucking start war with Vietnam."
Yeah.
But
Okay, so
okay.
I'll let you speak.
No.
Okay,
I haven't heard you.
I want to say.
I don't know what to talk about. You guys talk about aliens and
I'm
shit.
sorry, hold on. I want to say something about the Bermuda
I want to
Triangle.
pet aliens.
Yeah, I wanna
I
know
watched a video.
What's up with Bermuda?
All right, so what it was is that there was a
Bermuda.
there was this air base near the coast of like near Florida, all right, and they were doing a training mission, and on the training mission was the instructor who's probably flown like hundreds of times and done this like training mission or done a training mission dozens of time. But when they did when the instructor did their training mission, they did a different base where they would fly south, go east, and then go north, and they would land on like the Caribbean or Puerto Rico or something, and then they would fly back. Well, they were doing it in this new base like near the tip of Florida, and they're flying down, and the old instructor was really stubborn. They were supposed to go south, west, north, but because he was so used to going south, east, north, he was like the person training was going the right way, and he's like, no, fuck you, and he went the other way, and they lost communication for some reason. But pretty much they were just flying along the coast of the United States, but far enough so they could see the land, and so people believe they got lost in the Bermuda Triangle because they passed by it. But that's all it was. It was just some dumbass
like
who went
one
the wrong way because
incident.
he was stubborn.
So it was one incident, or
One incident and just caused all that, and then it's
Okay.
like a lot of just similar.
A lot of
incidents.
shipwrecks.
Yeah, and then a lot of
just
coincidences. Because I think that's
Yeah.
just a bad spot.
Yeah.
the fucking the ocean probably gets really fucking hectic
Okay.
in that certain area, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
'cause that's where,
aliens!"
isn't that around where all hurricanes gonna come from?
Yeah, and in that spot in the ocean.
Mhm.
So, like, back to Area 51, like, the only problem I have with Area 51 is that it's so top secret, and over the, like, past, probably 60 decades,
So- yeah.
there's been so much pressure built on Area 51, like, oh, it's this, the government's hiding all this from us.
Mhm.
Like, the government has to know what the public views of Area 51, so I don't see why they can't just tell us information
Yeah.
to
Well,
relieve that pressure.
It's because it's top secret military shit, and we're probably planning shit just in case another like World War happens, and if our
Yeah.
enemies, whoever fucking finds out, they're like, okay, we're just gonna do this to counter that.
Yeah.
But like, what
Like,
could they possibly be
I don't-
trying to make in
I-
Area 51 that has to be so top secret?
right?
Like,
They can't even.
I saw
yeah.
this
Yeah.
video the other day.
They're making
The
Pokeballs.
French government, somebody from the French government built a one-person hovercraft,
Mhm.
and what they did was they had a convention in France or something. They got the man who invented the hovercraft with a gun and put him onto the hoverboard. This dude was flying like 115 miles per hour in the sky on this one-person hovercraft with a gun. He was standing straight up with a gun, flying above everybody.
Did you see it happen?
And it's like, if If
Damn,
France
this
is
a crazy
France is
roller
literally like,
coaster.
hey, let's put this dude on a hoverboard and send him flying and film it and let everybody else see it. It's like, how come they're so easily allowing stuff like this to be shared?
Because
But
it's
then, like,
France. They're just gonna surrender.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
But like, America has such the upper hand in so many different aspects.
Yeah.
I can't see why they can't just say, oh yeah, this is a training facility, but this is also where we're working on this type of technology.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it like because they've let secrets leak out is the reason why like Russia got access to nukes. It's because Russian spies found out like American secrets on how to build nukes.
The thing about Area 51 though is that people have built so much pressure on it that no one will believe anything the government tells them about
Exactly.
Area 51.
And it is a little bit weird how anal they are about like aliens. So if you remember,
anal?
when they were filming Independence Day for like the first bit of filming,
irritable.
that
Said
the United
anal.
States government like fully supported filming for the film, and they actually like supplied tanks and jets and all this until
It was
they
a good movie.
until they mentioned the part about the Area 51 aliens thing, and then they just completely pulled back all support.
Probably 'cause they didn't want to fund something that puts like tinder into the fire
Right.
of conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but it's just like a little weird. It's like, why not?
So do you guys think they faked the moon landing?
I don't
No.
give a fuck.
That's touchy for me because
Really?
I don't know.
I can see it being fake.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to believe it because it's cool that we got someone on the moon.
According to Adam ruins everything.
Aren't we about to actually like we're about to have another moon mission?
We should because we need
Yeah.
to make sure that it is possible.
I feel like we should fucking explore the oceans sooner than we should. Because we've explored more of
Find it.
space
Well,
than we have.
the
of our
ocean is so hard to
very
travel.
big.
Because
Yeah.
when you can go deep into space and it's just like there's no pressure on the ship. But when you go into the
Yeah, we don't
water,
have the
it's literally-
submarine tech to do all that.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like having like millions and millions and millions of like tons of water on top of each
It's
like
So you
pressure.
think
swim.
it's safer to explore outer space or the depths of the ocean?
I would
Outer
say outer
space.
space.
Outer space,
Because
already.
like the thing
it's not
about
that much stress on the
underwater,
aircraft.
like we know so little about our oceans. We don't even know the majority of like the creatures that
Yeah.
could live in our oceans.
We
So
know-
we know there's no fucking
We don't even know 50%.
hypertech alien
You
trying
ever
to
seen
kill us.
Journey
You
to
know?
the Center of the Earth?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I haven't seen the first one with the one Dwayne The Rock Johnson I've seen.
That's exactly what it's like down there. It's just a giant world full of dinosaurs. It's under the water.
Bro, you mean Ice Age?
Oh,
There's
Ice
a
Age
version of the
dinosaur.
movie.
Oh, not that. Well,
I
that
wish there
too,
was a
but
version where they dig down to the center of Earth and they just die.
Because it's
Because
magma.
it's just magma.
There's a lot of creatures that are just in the rainforest that have been discovered. Like there's
Right.
one species of rodent that like was thought to be extinct, and then
the
it came up.
tarantula rat. The mutant
The thing
There's
The rad roach.
like this little mice that they thought was extinct, and then it came up to researchers. They took a photo of it, and then it ran off, and they never seen again.
So we know it's not extinct, but
I mean,
we can't find
pretty
it.
sure it's not extinct. We just can't find it. So
So
it's all
that's-
Pretty easy. If you
Sasquatch.
don't know what the animal is, don't kill it. That's all you gotta do.
Pretty much. Stop
Wait,
killing
don't
animals.
fuck
vultures
with it.
don't give a fuck.
Like, why would you like?
People
Okay,
that-
guys, let's go kill a
People that
rhino.
are-
Like, calm the
people
fuck
that are
down.
making money to buy and fucking trade slave labor
you
by
kill
shooting
something-
animals don't give a fuck.
If you kill something and don't eat it, you're a bitch. Let's just be honest.
Believe it or not, I don't think that poachers are listening to our podcast.
Fuck poachers. If you're a poacher, you're a bitch.
There's a Rooster Teeth moment like that.
And
Where there's
everybody
a lot of seal
in
coming.
Chicago
It's
that's ever done a drive-by,
Like, the
you
dude's
bitch.
on there, he's preaching like, don't.
Yeah, if you
collect
don't
seals.
eat the
It's like-
person you
it's
just
like,
shot,
you hear
you're a
that?
bitch.
Speaking of poaching, Japan just started allowing people to poach on whales again. Like it's legal.
Aw,
in
fuck
Japan.
That's so.
Japan.
I hate Japan for that, but like,
A whale's never done a thing for
I
me,
know,
man.
right?
I mean,
Does that
Like
explode?
there are history channel shows about American people trying to stop Japanese people from poaching whales, and now they can't do it because it's legal in Japan,
right.
and it's not in their jurisdiction.
I know. That
We'll just
sucks.
bring all the whales over here.
Whoa,
all the whales
and
Take
put
that
them
to
somewhere
Japan.
else.
Bring them to
Fuck
SeaWorld.
you.
That's way better.
Yeah.
Oh God, SeaWorld.
They all fit in suits.
You
Would
seen
you
the
rather-
con-
Would you rather the Japanese kill them immediately,
Or
or
we
the Americans slowly kill them?
Right.
I'd rather
Comment
kill
section.
them.
Hold up, this man might be up to something.
Can we talk about how fucking
No.
a great white shark has never lived in captivity for like more than like 16 days?
Good.
Why? Yeah, that's a good thing. You don't want a great white shark.
I want to
in
let them go
captivity.
burn down.
I
some-
know, isn't
Imagine
that-
a
isn't that
great white
crazy?
shark.
You know how much money
Yeah,
that
so
would probably cost to
$7
uptake a great white shark?
dollars.
Why would you want one?
But you can't because they just won't live.
Alright, so hear me out. We go to an aquarium and we break all the tanks and free the fish.
Free the fish. They're flopping on the ground, dying.
Getting
Be
cut.
free. Live.
The octopus is eating the kids.
But what if there's an actual like aquarium heist where like a group of people
They can't
busted
stop us
open
all.
it, and there was like a service line where we just pass down the fish until someone gets to the ocean or something. And he tosses them in.
Like a vending
then
machine.
Bro, you mean Free Willy?
Yeah.
I think they're.
I said vending machine, I meant conveyor belt.
Oh shit! I dropped one.
It gets stuck in the
Handful
vending
of
machine.
Steve Irwin. We gotta be careful around the mantis when we're passing him
Dude,
down
his
the line.
son is like. I'm surprised his son.
His daughter
like-
too.
His
Yeah.
daughter?
They're
Oh.
both
Yeah.
like.
They both run a
zoology.
zoo.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, did you see that?
They live in the
don't-
zoo.
They run a
Run it.
zoo. Yeah, they do. His wife, his son,
Oh,
and
his,
his daughter,
yeah,
they run a
I thought you
zoo.
meant like the son
They
on his
each
own.
individually own a zoo.
Yeah, they all run the zoo.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
wild.
run the zoo. I think they each run their own zoo. Be like, bro, that son is like 13.
I said a zoo.
You did say a zoo.
Monopoly on
Singular.
the zoo.
Singular.
Zoo.
That's true.
The Irwin family
But,
got the Monopoly.
The zoo store. We're going to the
But
zoo
yeah,
store. Let me buy
Zootopia.
let me buy a zoo real quick.
Zootopia.
That's easier.
I like how we started talking about music and now we're at Zootopia.
Fuck Zootopia.
Well,
Welcome to the pocket, yeah.
But
Anyways.
oh shit, now it died.
What?
Fuck.
What are we talking about now?
Let's talk about how McDonald's chicken nuggets are not McDonald's chicken nuggets anymore.
That was a one-time experience. I don't know why that happened.
Dude, they changed the recipe for the popcorn chicken at Walmart.
Has anyone fucking tried
I've
the
never
Burger King
had
taco
popcorn
yet?
chicken from Walmart.
You never
Okay,
had
but it's like it was like the best thing. They
We
changed the
gotta,
recipe.
we gotta go to Burger King and try the taco.
The Burger King taco, is it good?
I've never tried it.
About that.
I don't know what lies it, dude.
I'm
probably-
hesitant.
they
'cause
probably
it's
just
just
take, like,
Taco
old
Bell
burger
is
meat.
right there. I'd rather just
Yeah.
get Taco Bell.
Burger King, I think, is trying so hard to
Why
compete with
tacos? Y'all
McDonald's.
like Burger King.
Because the
Calm
thing about Taco Bell and Burger King is that they're probably owned by the same company, but they both still try to compete
That's
with each
true.
other. Like, you've ever seen those Taco Bell commercials? Like,
Sibling
why buy a
rivalry.
burrito from a burger place
Right,
and
yeah.
buy it from Taco Bell? And then they come out with French fries. It's like,
When
Well, they're different-
When you
they're
two
different.
kids start fighting.
nacho
It's all run
fries.
by one company, but each like the individual have their own CEOs that are trying to compete with each other for more.
Dude, I fucking love Taco Bell. Taco Bell's so-
I fucking despise
I've had Taco
Bell.
Bell 2 times this past week, and I would be down to go right now.
I despise
I'm
Taco
more
Bell.
Taco
I remember when
Taco
Lane was
Bell's
like,
ass.
Donnie, I'll give you some sugar cookies if you get me a quesarito. I was like, okay.
Dude, I
And I was
want a
like, so
fucking
what is
shredder
this?
for
What's a
that.
quesarito? Then I bought one.
Shredded chicken quesadilla.
It's the best thing I've ever had, and I get
Quesadillas?
it every time.
I
Listen,
only
if you're
get
listening,
chicken.
if you've gotten up to this point in the podcast, go out and buy yourself a quesadilla right
Right
now.
And also,
fucking
you've just wasted 43 minutes
Yeah.
of your life. We're not that funny.
I remember one time me and Colin had went to this one, like, I'm pretty sure you've gone to it before, like this little Mexican restaurant. Not really a restaurant, but like a,
side.
Del Taco.
I don't know.
I fucking.
But it's like just, it was like this small little taco joint. And we had this thing, and it was like, I forgot what they're called. But it was like, you know, tacos, but it had like shrimp, shredded like beef, and chicken. And it had like, it came with this like cauldron full of this sauce. It was so good. Like, it legit was like a cauldron. They just poured it on. It was
And
like
the thing about Taco Bell, speaking of sauces, is that Taco Bell, people think, oh, I don't eat Taco Bell, it makes me shit. Taco Bell doesn't make you shit. It's the sauce that makes you shit.
But I don't even.
I don't
If
think
you
I've
get
ever had
if
this
you get the
shit
mild
really
and the
bad at
hot
Taco Bell.
sauce, that will give you the squirts. And also they have this spice, like orange spicy sauce that they put on the spicy tostada and in most of their objects.
Yeah.
Is why it makes you shit. That makes you shit.
What's your favorite sauce, Lane?
The spicy sauce from Taco Bell.
He's like,
I'm-
a
I
few
like-
squirts
I
will
like the
stop
Big
me.
Mac sauce.
I'm white, so I like ranch.
I like honey mustard.
I don't
Ketchup.
even like Taco Bell.
I love honey mustard.
I've only eaten at Taco Bell like 3 times.
I don't
Dude,
like
they're
Taco
down
Bell.
to, like,
I want the
So the
quesarito.
family-
the only
Why?
reason you say that is because you had the regular plain soft taco that tastes
Oh yeah,
like nothing.
Fuck that.
If you go on the dollar menu and get yourself a spicy potato taco,
Yeah,
get you a small quesadilla,
I get mini
Get
chicken
you-
quesadillas every time.
yeah, get you spicy tostada. You doesn't even have to be off the dollar menu. Get you something that some big
I never
ass
get
taco.
beef. I always get chicken. Like shredded chicken, anything from Taco Bell is fucking
It's like
baller.
a nut explosion in your mouth.
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
calzone for the first
I don't
A
time.
girl nut explosion. I'm sorry, I didn't clarify.
I
It's
had
not a
a-
man.
A cream explosion.
Squirt explosion.
Come in your
Female-
mouth. Just
Female juice explosion.
Tastes
I had
like
a
an
calzone
orgasm.
for the first time a few weeks
What
ago.
does
Calzones
orgasm
are gay
taste like?
pizzas. Calzones are gay pizzas.
The fuck
I'm
is a
sorry.
calzone?
It's an inside-out pizza.
Nice.
You're not wrong.
It's just like a
Absolutely.
big
I'm a fat
we
love
had,
calzones.
we had like a
No,
bar-
it's not like it's not an insult. Like I'm not using it's like gay as an insult. It's literally a gay pizza. Like
Happy pizza.
It's
a
gay man
closeted pizza.
wrapped into a
Am I allowed to
pizza.
say the
Dude,
F word on
they
the
had
podcast?
Well,
at the mall.
Oh,
in Lake
that F
Charles-
word.
Not that one. The other one.
At the mall in Lake Charles, there's they have a food court because it's a fucking mall, and they have this like I don't know. It's not like a chain pizza. It's like a custom.
Food court in the mall.
It's like a custom pizza place specific to the mall, and they have this stuffed pizza,
pizza place.
where it's like pizza and it's got like toppings. It's got another thing of pizza on it. It's like a pizza sandwich, and it's so fucking good. It's
Pizza
like it's
Planet.
like pizza times 2.
Pizza Plus.
Pizza.
I like how
Pizza Pro.
I like how I'm saying like I'm trying to take care of our body. I'm trying to get in shape. And then I had Taco Bell 2 times this week, and we're probably about to go get
That's
Taco
what it
Bell
is.
after this podcast.
It's fast food. That's what does it.
I told myself I was gonna work out this summer, but
My hair is
we're good
rapidly
like
falling.
halfway through summer break, and we have school in 27 days.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I still have so much stuff to do. I have to catch up. I'm a working man. I don't have time for your bullshit.
It's a
I've just
restaurant.
been masturbating and editing.
Yeah.
All I
That's
did was
the
draw,
trifecta.
and make cartoons.
I remember one time for school we had last year we had to do that thing where it's like the paper plates like the 3 things you do.
Yeah.
I remember put like video games, editing, and then I put like drawing or something. And I was like, this is what I'm gonna do until I die. I should have replaced fucking computer with just my cock. Like, that's all I should do until I die. Computer, game, cock.
Cockputer.
the Triforce of my life.
Dude, I'm ripping my hair out. It's fucking bothering me.
stop.
No, it's like stuck together. I need a shower.
Get a comb.
I've been showered in
It's like-
3 weeks.
You need a comb, Chance?
No, it's just like fucking dreading itself.
Batted.
You should get dreads.
I'm gonna take a flat iron.
If I don't like
and let
wash my
hair
hair
out.
for like 8 months, I'll probably have dreads.
I'm gonna get long hair like Jake.
Just rolling around in bed, you wake up, you have like full dreads.
It's like clean.
It's me.
fucking-
You know Denzel Curry cut off his
Shaved-
dreads?
Denzel
Really?
Curry has no dreads now.
Cut him off.
That's crazy.
I gotta look
And
at
then
this.
he had a lyric. You're probably gonna have to censor me out for this. He said like, if I shave my dreads, that means I killed. He shaved his dreads.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Denzel, are you okay?
I'm probably going to need to censor that out. That's,
Why did
that's
Austin
No, I
just?
want you to
Did
say
Austin?
All
Austin
right,
just
we're
sent
at-
me this
When I said
with
the
no
Austin-
context.
47. I'm looking at the time.
Britta is 4'1".
4'1".
I think she's like 4'1".
She's not 4'1".
She's like 4 foot
There's
something.
no way.
no.
She's like
Johnson's
4 foot
5'1".
something.
Britta's pretty short.
She's like 4 foot
I'm
something.
gonna
She's
grow
not
an
like
afro
4'10" maybe.
and then flat iron my hair so I can get long hair.
All right, I don't know what the
I'll
minute.
look great.
I don't know what the second was. But I put 47. That's around where it was.
Austin getting drunk, boy.
Dude, Austin
Bruh. Austin's
has
like-
gone through so many character changes in the past year. I'm
I
so
know,
proud
right?
of him.
Me too.
Yeah. We
Character
love you, Austin.
development.
Hope you're watching.
Don't get pregnant.
Damn. He looks like Ugly God if he was attractive.
Damn.
He looks like a completely different person.
That's a picture of
Let me
Medea,
see.
by the way.
A Medea?
No.
Remember
I
when
really
we watched
have
that
to think
Medea
Tyler
movie?
Perry, Medea.
Chance.
Huh?
Remember we watched that Halloween Medea movie? And it was not good.
Oh,
God.
dude.
Not good.
My family,
God.
for some reason, they're big fans of Medea.
It's not good.
And
It's not good anymore.
I like.
I'm
I
sorry,
like the
Tyler Perry.
Christmas one. The Christmas one was fine, but I had family over when we decided to watch the Halloween one.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The one
I've
with
seen
Bella Thorne
both
in
and
it.
they're fucking
Probably the
horrible.
The one with Bella
Me
Thorne
and
in
Chance
it.
watched the first one in theaters.
And I got like literally the first 20 minutes, no one laughed. It was so bad. And then I looked at them. I'm like, can we please turn this?
The only thing me and Danya were laughing as we were making jokes about the movie, and I think the theater was fucking empty except for like
It was
2
like
weeks.
6 other people.
Yeah, it was like
And like I think there was like a couple in front of us. I don't remember.
yeah, I don't, it was
But
like
I remember it was just
freshman
us,
year.
just a tall white guy and a short black guy walk in and watch a Halloween Medea movie, and then we just walk in and sit there for like an hour and a half, and it's just like, that movie's bad.
So how was the new Spider-Man movie? I know you
It
saw
was
it.
fucking
I
great.
I didn't see it.
I need to watch
Me,
it. ASAP.
Brock, and Kate saw it in 3D because it's the only time that was relatively close to ours.
the
it-
fucking back rooms.
All I'm saying is that the villain Mysterio was made perfectly. Like on the screen,
Of course,
he
it's
was
Jake
made
Gyllenhaal.
perfectly.
Jake Gyllenhaal is probably my
Yeah.
favorite actor.
Well, yeah,
of all
he
time.
played the part to like the fullest. You
Aren't they
can't
making
get any better than
They're
that.
making a new Deadpool movie.
Probably.
I
I
want
would.
them to bring Deadpool into the MCU.
I
They
want
could. They
Deadpool.
just brought the licensing to
Squirrel
him.
Girl movie.
What?
She's
Black
the only.
Squirrel?
She's one of the only people that have beat Deadpool.
Yes, Squirrel
She
Girl.
fucking killed him.
Squirrel Girl canonically has defeated
Thanos.
Yeah, she has defeated Thanos
By herself.
and Deadpool by herself. It's like the funniest thing to me because she's just like a girl with like she can talk to squirrels
A
and has
furry.
like talons like a
She's a
squirrel.
furry.
Like that's her only powers. But in the MCU, it's a joke because literally she's like just defeats people like for just no reason.
I love superheroes that aren't really fucking superheroes because they barely have powers. Like Batman, he's just a rich asshole. He doesn't have any goddamn powers.
Yeah, it's like
Iron Man,
Spider-Man kind of is. He's got like a little bit of super strength, faster reflexes,
a little bit of super strength, a little
like,
bit of
all it
fucking
is-
mind
but
control.
most of his stuff is the webs.
Yeah.
and he
Okay.
builds that.
We're gonna have this debate right now. Who's the best Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire for
I'm
the
gonna say Tom
nostalgia,
Holland.
but Tom Holland for the
If
quality.
you say anything besides Tom Holland, you are
Tobey
incorrect.
Maguire.
And so
Stan Lee
incorrect.
has stated himself before he passed away.
Pizza time.
He did say that. I hope
It's pizza
but
time.
he said it that Tom Holland is the definitive version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Then Tom Holland.
Miles
Tom,
Morales.
As soon as I watched,
Peter Parker. I
Homecoming.
should mean.
as soon as I watched Homecoming, I walked out and I was like, "That's the best Spider-Man movie." I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
Homecoming was really good.
And then I watched Spider-Verse and I was like, "That's
Oh,
the best
yeah.
Spider-Man movie."
I remember we all
Into
watched
the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Sony
favorite.
Animation
Oh.
has been Sony Animation's best animation.
Remember the
I've ever
Emoji
seen.
movie? They
Yeah,
made that
maybe the
movie.
emoji.
That's
How did they
wild.
go from that? How did they?
That's
You
wild.
can tell which one is a cash
When you
grab.
have people who are passionate
Mhm.
about the things they're doing, it's gonna come out good. no
God,
matter
I
what.
remember.
If you haven't, go watch Spider-Verse. It's so good.
Right. The
I
fuck
remember
out.
it's
Spider-Verse.
crazy how many artists that I follow on Twitter that I didn't know were in like the movie industry a little bit, like show like their work on it. People that I follow who worked on stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm like he posted like concept art for Spider-Verse. Like, well, that's crazy. It's crazy that I've seen all these passionate people that I follow working on this movie. It's like it's a fucking passion
If
project.
you're passionate about something, it's gonna be good no matter what.
Speaking of
Just
passion,
look at like Tommy Wiseau in The Room.
oh fuck
The
yeah.
movie is like awful,
Arguably
but
one of the
because he was
worst.
passionate about it,
Mhm.
it became something
Became a
else
cult
besides a
movie.
bad
I
movie.
guess that's really what makes a cult classic or
Passion.
classic movies passion. Even if it's not that good, that's where like a lot of small people start off with stuff that's passionate but not good, and then they make even if their
Well, yeah.
movies in the future aren't good, if they're passionate, it's good.
Matthew McConaughey was in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and he played his heart out in that movie.
Yeah.
But that movie was dog shit, dog shit, complete dog shit. There's this one where he makes a noise when he's jumping down off a little bit of a roof, like a story roof onto a car. He goes beep onto the car.
Yeah, there's just there's some shit media that I fucking adore. Like Sonic Adventure is one of the worst games that has ever been
for
invented because, I mean, you fucking fall off a 80 million foot ledge. He goes, no, it's like no.
Oh no.
Oh no. And then, but it's got a really good soundtrack, Woo!
I could say the thing about
Oh yeah.
You mind telling the
He
audience
plays
what's
his ass off. He plays his ass
You gotta
off.
put this clip in the fucking podcast.
happening? Good luck thinking this again.
But yeah, I kind of same thing about fucking like the Power Rangers games. Like no matter which one, because I think a lot of times they get the voice actors, but like they don't give a shit, so they just voice act like really terribly, or not as good as in the show. But like I like them.
I remember
That's a voice
you remember
actor.
those
That sounds really fun.
remember those joystick games that you
Oh,
plug
yes,
into the
plug and play.
TV?
Plug and play.
Oh my god, I had a
I had-
Power Rangers one
I had
like
one
that.
too.
It was the SPD one, and
Yes, I had that one.
dude, that game was so fun. I played that shit.
Oh, we talking about plug and play?
I've had
Yes.
the
I
not,
had a Pac-Man one.
I had the not awful ones where it comes with like all the old retro
the
games.
Atari ones.
Yeah.
I had those.
No,
Those
the
are
one I had-
actually good ones,
Or
not just
not-
like a random SpongeBob mini game.
It was
I
just
thought
Pac-Man.
I had a
The
SpongeBob
Namco
one.
It was like a joystick that plugged into TV, and it was Pac-Man. It was
I
so
think
cool.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know how to find it. I had a very specific one. I'm gonna find it.
Does anybody remember the VTech?
You ever had a
I
leapfrog?
had, yes, I have a VTech.
We talked about it. We had the little.
I think my
it's like the orange joystick.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
big
had a
orange button.
VTech. You had a VTech.
You
Yeah.
know, I remember
I
alphabet
have it
parts.
I had a
somewhere in my
leapfrog.
closet. I
I also had a
Alphabet
leapfrog,
Park, dog. Me and my brother and one of his friends had they're at my house and we were all playing freaking
That should be the N-word noise.
we were playing Alphabet Park and that shit was so funny Because like
Alphabet Park.
there's the audio
Stop
clips are
ripping
so
your
like
damn
weirdly
hair out.
compressed. It's like
Fucking with it.
it's like terrifying. It's like so off-putting because they're playing all the visuals are like weird. But it's like you fall off a 4-inch drop and she goes ah. And it's like so compressed. It's so weird. Yeah, it's like weirdly creepy and like there's like one it's like a crocodile enemy and like the sound is so compressed. It sounds like a creepypasta dog. It's weird. And then we played
That game was like a blur to me, but I remember.
Then we played this Mickey game and that was funny because he's like
Remember Epic Mickey?
I had that on the Wii.
won.
I begged
never
my
beat it.
grandparents to give me that game, and it was such a bad game.
Then they make a second one. I never played
That
the
one
first
was
one.
Yeah, I thought it was. People said it was good.
The first Epic Mickey wasn't bad, but the second one was just.
I never beat the
threw everything
first
out
one because I
window.
didn't know how to get past the part where you're in the town. With
The
Pete.
only thing I've ever regretted in my life is I got Skyward Sword for the Wii, and I never beat it because I rage quit and never touched my Wii.
You said you rage quit on that scorpion boss. I remember I played the
Yeah,
Skyward
the
Sword.
Scorpion boss.
I literally just did this and won.
I'm not a virgin.
My friend gave me a copy of Skyward Sword. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it, but I didn't have the little. I didn't have the Wiimote.
Wiimote.
Yeah, you had to get like an
You had
extra.
to
Yeah.
get the nunchuck. the
Caden, I
nunchuck.
wish you told me that. How did you play it, asshole?
The only problem I had was about Skyward Sword was it was my brother's game. He would be goddamned if I went anywhere near that custom Wii remote with it was like the Skyward Sword.
I wish I had.
The
If I had
Skyward-
one of
with
those,
the-
I would have it on display.
with the built-
The gold one?
Yeah, it was the gold one with the symbol on
yes,
it. He would be fucking goddamned if I went anywhere near
I
that.
will kill somebody for one of those.
Dude, I used to be a
remotes.
dig, and I don't know why. Like I would always play his games. Like on his DS, he had Pokemon Platinum.
My parents.
I'd always used to
my
play it.
parents. My brothers used to do that all the time. They'd delete my save file for Pokemon all the time.
Oh my god!
I pissed me off so much.
I don't know if I talked about this before, but I feel so bad. My brother used to have a Super Mario 64 on the DS, the DS version,
Oh.
and he would get really far, and I'd always want to copy his and put it to mine just so I could catch up because I was 7 and retarded, and I didn't know how to play video games. And one time I remember he had 117 stars, almost 100% the game.
Oh no.
I had 13. Okay, I was trying to copy his save file and paste it on mine. I copied mine and pasted it on his. Took fucking hours away from his fucking game.
Oh,
You know what
that's
hurts?
tough.
He didn't beat the shit out of me, but he should have.
You know what hurts
What?
really bad? When you start a new Pokemon playthrough. This probably only happened to me because I'm a retard. But one time I played like 3 hours straight of a Pokemon game because I was on a road trip. And it didn't like overwrite the old save that I had before that. So when I tried to save and exit, it says, we can't overwrite your previous
Oh
game.
yeah, because you have to go to the home
You
screen
have to
and
go- you
reset
have
it
to delete-
physically.
You have to
Yeah,
delete
Yes.
your old...
that's happened to me several times.
Not
That's
I always reset it every time.
That's
I never got that far. I'd always get to like in Pokemon Platinum, I'd always get to like the second town, and I'm like, okay, I gotta save because I save often. I'm like, fuck, I gotta do that again, and I grinded for at least
Speaking
for a
of-
while.
You guys are
Speaking
talking about
of-
all the good Pokemon.
Speaking about
games.
100% completing.
I have a lot of them on DS still.
Yes. Speaking about JRPGs and 100% completing them and grinding them, I'm slowly working my way to 100% completing Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Don't care.
I know no
Yeah,
I hate
nobody
that game
cares.
so much.
Shut
I
up,
know
retard.
no one cares, but listen.
You smell.
Anyone
I mean,
who's
apparently
wa-
he cares.
I know no one's listening.
You smell.
That plays
You smell.
Xenoblade, but if anyone is,
You smell.
I'm working towards it. I
Shut
have
up, you
100.
smell.
You smell.
I'm pretty much
Yeah, just don't
100%
do.
Breath of the Wild except for fucking Korok seeds.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
done that.
touching them. I'm
You
I
not
gotta
lied about having only one regret. My second regret is returning Pokemon Soul Silver when I was
Yep.
like
God.
11.
I have it.
I had Soul
Because
I
they're
have it.
still like $60 and they're
I
so
know.
rare now.
I got, dude. I got one at GameStop,
I
right? It
have-
was in the little DS clearance bin, $5.
Oh my god.
I
wish
saw
was
it.
that lucky.
I saw it. And I was like, Mom, buy it.
Me.
Mom,
I know.
buy
I
it.
got a Tom Nook amiibo for like $4.
I had the
But
Pokewalker.
I have here. Sorry, I have here. I got the special edition of Soul Silver because they used to release them with. They used to release them with figures, and I
Yeah.
still have my Lugia figure. I wish so hard I still had the game.
Oh, I did. I had that for my brother. Had that for Pokemon Black. It
I'm
came with
so-
the little
Yeah,
the,
I
the
had
Black
the,
Legendary. I forgot his name
yeah.
was.
No, the
Pokemon
black one comes with the white one.
Oh, yeah.
Do they come with the
I had
figures?
the
They came with little. I'm not
I
sure if
never
I
got
got
the-
it with the game or if it was like a Happy Meal toy, but
Oh,
I
it might
had a
have
figure.
been.
I had the version.
I have a Pokemon Platinum one as well.
Holy shit! I never.
Yeah, these
Dude.
are. I really wish they still did these because
Let
these are
me see.
fucking cool as shit. It's
Holy shit,
Giratina.
yeah.
They're so clean. I wish they sold it.
As much as I love Pokemon Platinum, Dialga is still one of my favorite legendaries from Pokemon Diamond.
You know, I had the Soul Silver version of the original DS because it had was it? No, was it? Oh, who was it?
Lugia?
Was it Lugia? No, it had Palkia and Dialga. It wasn't Soul Silver.
It was Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl version of the DS. And it had both of them fighting on the top of it when you would open, and the back of it was like, it was cool. I lost it. No, I sold it because it stopped, or it didn't work. Because I got a 3DS. Yeah. I didn't really need the old DS anymore because you could play DS games on the 3DS. Yeah. So I gave it away.
Apparently people didn't know that. I saw on Twitter the other day people didn't know you could like play DS games on a 3DS. I'm like,
I remember finding out about that. I was like,
the one that surprised me was I didn't know you could play GameCube games on the Wii for the longest, and I was like, really? I sold my GameCube. Or my
I wish
GameCube
I knew that
broke.
before buying a GameCube.
When you press on the Wii disc menu with no disc in it,
it
has the
both,
two. Yeah.
But I sold my GameCube.
I didn't know what a GameCube was. I was like, what's this other black disc?
I sold my GameCube and I just
when I was like 8.
I illegally downloaded so many ROMs, hacked my Wii. So
yeah, my brother got a PSP and he used it just for emulation. He has like thousands of games emulated on it.
I'm still butthurt that Emu Paradise went down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they had so many good ROMs.
That's wild.
All right, I will reveal my emulation secret. There's a site that I love.
Inward.
I might actually censor it because I don't want to get shut down. It's called Vim's Lair.
You sent me that before.
It's the best emulation
What's
site
it called?
I've ever seen. Chase knows what I'm talking about, I think, right?
Just called all the
Yeah, that's what I got the Sun 2.
How do you spell it?
Yeah.
No ads.
I emulated Pokemon Sun 2. Like Ultra Sun. I emulated on my computer, runs completely fine.
I've been trying to find this one game I used to play as a kid for DS on the on ROM websites, but I can't find it anywhere.
What is it?
It's called Spider-Man, like Shattered Universes or something like that.
Never played it.
And it's a Spider-Man game for DSi where you could play as Spider-Man Noir, you could play as the Spider-Man 2099.
That's cool.
You could play as regular Spider-Man. You could like switch between the universes.
You could play Tom Holland Spider-Man.
And the game was so satisfying to play, but it's nowhere to be found anymore.
There's a game like that. I've been trying to find it, and I tried doing research, but I can't find the game I'm looking for. I don't know if it was for the Wii or the GameCube, but it was a SpongeBob. Oh, it was a Nickelodeon game, and you could play as like a bunch of characters. I remember specifically unlocking Ren from Ren and Stimpy, or was it Stimpy? Which one's the retarded one? Stimpy. I remember unlocking Stimpy, and I'm like, this game's fucking great because it felt like you said, it felt so satisfying to play, and I can't find it, and I want to try to download it, but if it's a Wii game, I can't emulate it.
I remember hearing about that. You can't emulate it. Dolphin emulator.
Yeah, but my computer's shit.
Oh, okay. But are we gonna make a closing statement? We'll say I heard about that game. In America, it's like Nickelodeon, like All Stars, and everywhere else in the world, it's literally SpongeBob was so popular. Everywhere else in the world, they call it SpongeBob and Friends.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. And that's hilarious.
Just the game I used to play.
That
Battle of Volcano Island. Then you also have Nicktoons Unite.
Yeah. No, it might have been Nicktoons Unite because it was Nicktoons characters.
Also, but Nicktoons right here.
Game where
Battle for
Bikini
like Bottom
Timmy
is
Turner,
so
SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron. It was like a DS game.
Right,
I think that's it.
We need to close out the podcast. We're at an hour and 3 minutes now.
We can't keep going just a little bit.
It might have been Attack of the
If you got anything,
you can cut out the bull crap.
Let's keep talking about video games.
I guess it is true.
We have a lot of bull crap.
Speaking of video games, remember River City Girls, the game that you told me about?
Me and Danya. All right. Well, I guess start off. Me and Danya were talking about this game called River City Girls that's being produced by WayForward. It's coming out. It's like a co-op beat 'em up game like Scott Pilgrim. And I was like, yo, me and Donnie, we need to play through this. Well, Donnie did a drawing of us as the characters from the game, and he posted on Twitter, and WayForward liked it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know what? I'll make one, too, because I haven't drawn digitally in so long. Well, the next day, I drew one that was like a similar style. It was like, it's still my art style, but it's still like the same color scheme. And I added Donnie, and I posted it, and WayForward liked it. Well, shout out to the WayForward social media manager on Twitter, noticed that we made matching posts and went back and retweeted both of them, so they're right next to each other on WayForward's Twitter page.
I saw that.
I was so happy.
What's your most popular
WayForward,
tweet?
We love you.
What's your most popular tweet? And how many likes?
Y'all about to make me lose my virginity.
My most popular tweet might be that one.
I do know yours is I think my vase broken. And I think I just saw it for the first time like a couple weeks ago. I was like, Chance, when did this become so popular?
Yeah, like, people are still liking it. The dangers of vaping.
as of right
1,470.
As of right now, my most popular one is the one where I say I will single-handedly stop Hurricane Barry.
Fucking disappear. It got, my favorite part about that tweet isn't the tweet, is it got over 200 retweets and 1,400 likes.
Oh, really?
And somebody said, I'm in tears, and then somebody replied, I don't get it, and then I said, me either. And then another person replied, he disappeared, and then I said, damn, I didn't notice, and it got 88 likes.
I think that way forward tweet might have been my most popular.
I don't even know. I'm always on Twitter.
No, you have like 300 followers. I'm still trying to break 100.
I have like 62.
Yeah, I have very few.
Yeah, my
You have
most
62?
popular is y'all about to make me lose my virginity.
I have 77. Alright, I think we're gonna end the podcast there, guys.
Yeah, fuck
Alright,
you.
That's
Chance,
it?
you want to play us out?
I'm in E flat, so whatever you gotta do.
Wonderful performance.
Aim it towards
Bye.
the base.
Chance. Redacted.
Fuck.